Previously on Lion Moms.
Can you just let me deal with this, please?
So when exactly do I get a say in this family then?
You're still in love with her even after all these years. Am I wrong?
Did you even tell him that you love him?
I've been showing him.
You're uncomfortable with what someone's doing, but you don't know how to ask them to stop. I just want to help, please. Why are you pretending to be my friend? Come on, let's go.
I just wanted to tell you that I love you.
Be careful, man. Jobs don't grow on trees for people like you.
So it's my fault again.
I'm just trying to help.
Will, you're not being helpful.
Nabila, is anything wrong?
I need to show you something. I need to show someone.
This is gonna take more than a simple apology.
Let me set up so we can surprise her.
Mom?
Are you ready?
No.
Me too.
Thanks for coming. Hey, you guys.
Hey, Min.
We're so sorry.
I'm sure she'll be really happy you guys are here.
I can't say goodbye to the feeling. I've hit the ceiling one more time. Keep aiming high, always reaching for the sky. Through the skies, day and night, reaching higher and higher. It feels like flying, don't it?
Must be nice to see so many people here, Min. She's clearly very loved.
I don't worry about Kai's schoolwork. Hillary will bring home his assignments.
Thanks.
How are you holding up?
I'm okay. Just tired. There've been so many arrangements to handle. It's just too bad this doesn't pay a salary.
We are glad you're doing okay. We will really worry about you.
Hi. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Auntie John, Chae.
I'm gonna tap out some lunch. One time, you okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Mingy, is that you?
Back to work. Could you give this to my dad later when you see him?
Sure.
See you in a bit.
Why can't she just do it herself?
Can you help me ask Grandpa what he wants for lunch? Thanks. Things have been tense. Uncle Eddie hasn't spoken to Min since the hospital.
What happened?
Min and her mom had a big fight. We were coming home to apologize when...
Oh no, that's horrible.
Imagine never having a second chance to make things right. I don't know what I do.
Do you think Min is really okay?
I think she's stronger than we give her credit for.
If it happens to me and Hillary is still so young,
Don't say that. Anyway, they have Beng Hian. He's a great dad.
Over here, Miss Sim.
Mrs. Wang, I got your text. What's going on?
Nothing much. I just want to drop by and say hello to my dear friend. Hope you like the little gift that I sent over. Oh, silly me. I think they just delivered it.
That's... How do you know where I live?
A little birdie told me. I thought it'd be best to avoid prying eyes here at school. Premium split snares for Amos's favorite teacher.
How thoughtful. What can I do for you, Mrs. Wang?
Well, since you mentioned it, my Amos needs a bit more guidance now since the exams are closing in. And I thought your brand of teaching would benefit him. I'm thinking an hour after school every day.
You mean remedial classes?
Removing those lessons might have been, let's just say, a bit of miscalculation on my part. I hope Amos can count on you for the extra attention. I would be so appreciative.
I am so sorry, Mrs. Bang. But these weeks leading up to PSLE is crucial for all my students. I simply don't have the time to tutor Amos one-on-one. But surely... You have a good day, Mrs. Bang. And thank you for the thoughtful gift.
Miss Chiang, I have the reports you asked for.
Thank you.
I've also scheduled a meeting this afternoon with Superintendent Charles. He said he would like to catch up with you.
Reschedule it, please. I don't have time for him today. In fact, I won't have time for him for a while. Please hold my calls for today. Thank you, Mrs. Koh.
Dad, Marcus bought lunch. It's your favorite yong tau fu.
No, I'm not hungry.
Please eat something. You need your strength. Just drink the soup, okay? If you don't want the rice or anything. I'll leave it on the table.
She hated me eating it. Always nagging me about MSG, cholesterol. She did everything right. Ate properly, exercised. Maybe if she wasn't so anxious about everything. If she wasn't so stressed about fighting with you.
Eat your food before it gets cold.
Vicky, I'll say I get the report to you tomorrow. Grace, sorry, I thought you were my assistant. What are you doing here?
Sorry to bother you, but I needed someone to talk to. Nabila showed me this video.
Wait, that's...
Ryan. Molesting another student. So you see my problem. I can't ignore the safety of my students, but if I send this video to the school board, Ryan will have a record for the rest of his life. I just don't know what to do.
It seems to me like you know exactly what you're supposed to do, Grace. But you just need someone to absolve you of your guilt. Look, Nabila showed you this video because she trusts you. She trusts that you will do the right thing. So why are you being such a coward?
I'm thinking of Kyra. As it is, I only have 2 months to find her another home. And if I stir things up with KP...
That's exactly what you need to do. Not with KP Ho, but with Sandra. Show her this video. Tell her if she don't send Ryan for counselling immediately, then you're bringing this to the police.
Johnny, that's...
I'm not speaking from a lawyer's point of view right now, Grace. But I'm speaking as a mother whose daughter was assaulted before. You're not just doing this for the girls in school, Grace, but you're also doing this for Ryan. Yes, he's young, he's only 12, but what kind of a human being is he going to grow up into if his parents keep shielding him from consequences? You know what you need to do, Grace. And if you don't, then you're not the woman I thought you were.
Hi, this is Home Min Yi. Yeah, I'm just calling to confirm the parking spaces I reserved tomorrow for my family and guests. Yeah. 1 p.m., Mediacorp. Yes, please, thank you. No. I specifically reserved 10 spaces. Could you please check for me? Yeah, thank you. Kai, go try this on.
What's this for?
For the cremation tomorrow. We have to look present. No, I'm still here. No.
Going on?
No, that's... Could you check the license plates, please?
What's this for?
For tomorrow. As if Grandma would care what we're wearing.
Trust me, she would.
If you know her so well, then why do you keep fighting with her when she was around?
Kai!
Okay. Yes, thank you so much. All right. And that is done. I think it'll fit, but just to be safe, I'll run down to the shops and get you a backup, okay? Marcus, could you do me a favor and stay with him till I get back? I won't take long. Actually, do you mind if I borrow your car? Because I've got to bring my dad some food.
Sure, but it's almost 7. Don't you have the...
Curfew? Yeah, I spoke to my reintegration officer this morning. She's been so great.
You don't have to drive, you know. I can just run the errands for you and...
I'm fine. Don't worry. I'll take an hour, okay?
How's Sunday, Minnie?
Is Kai okay?
They're coping for now. It'll take time. But it goes to show life is short and we need to cherish our loved ones while we can. Shall we do something together this weekend? Picnic in the park?
Yeah, can we go cycling too? And get ice cream?
Sorry. I've got to take inventory at the restaurant this weekend. So another time, okay? Now, who wants more soup? Me! Now let's go! Wow, first time I see you guys eat that much soup. Must have been a real hit tonight, huh?
Did you see the clauses in here? This woman specifically stipulated that while being married, her husband must make sure he brings the kids out at least twice a month and spend not less than $300 per head per outing. Who thinks like that?
A very organized one. She's not so bad. If I were to run an international cosmetic line, I'll need my partner to hold out the fort too.
Why have a husband when you can have a PA? Oh, that reminds me. Riza has to go get potatoes on the way back.
Surprise!
Hi.
Hey!
Hi, Chae.
What are you doing here? Hi!
Oh, I thought I'd come and get you for lunch. You can try that new place at, hold on.
Say hello, Auntie Chae. Hi, Auntie.
Potatoes? Oh, what?
Yeah, Ma is coming over, remember? I'm going to cook curry for her. Don't you ever listen to me?
Sorry, sayang. I think I'm interrupting your busy day. Why don't you just carry on your busy day? Bye.
Sam, Haris! Oh no.
Yes, Haris. By the way, Sam, curry sounds amazing. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, Chae.
Okay, so where were we?
All right. Does everyone have a copy?
Yes.
Good. You have 30 minutes to answer 10 questions, and each question carries 5 marks. You may begin. All questions are taken from the last 10 years of science papers. So this will give you a good estimate on the kinds of questions you must be prepared to face and how you will fare during the real exam.
Which makes our case even stronger. I have a good feeling about this.
Thank you, Mrs. Lin. I really appreciate everything you're doing for me and my children.
Stella, would you like to have a drink? I can take you to our pantry.
I don't understand why you're doing this. Isn't it bad enough that you're working all the time? And now you want to take away the only parent I've ever had.
Stella, this is not the time.
Divorcing Dad isn't going to make you a better mom.
You should go to the pantry and make yourself a snack. Now. Teenagers. I apologize.
Not at all.
This is not true, by the way. Yes, I work. But no matter which country, which time zone I was in, I took care of everything that concerned my children. Everything went through me. Paul was a fun parent, but I held the reins. The kids might not like it now. I'm still the one who can provide the best future for them.
Once you're done, hand the paper back to your partner.
You did really well. Thanks. I counted 3 times. Sorry.
I expected you to do better, Hillary. Much better. What happened? Are you feeling okay?
Just tired. Sorry, Madam Cha.
But your website said that you're available for tutoring. Please, my son needs your help desperately. I'm even willing to double your rate, and I'll provide transport to and fro. Hello? Hello? Amos!
Bye.
I've been waiting for the past 15 minutes, and here you are dilly-dallying? Your math tuition is going to start in 20 minutes' time.
But I haven't had my lunch yet.
You listen to me, young man. DSA is no longer an option. You have to get into Anson High through the old-fashioned way. And with your grades right now, even a cow stands a better chance than you. So stop your whining and get into the car.
You always say people like us have options, but now suddenly it's different. You're a liar.
Min. Min. Min.
Oh, hey! Sorry, I didn't hear you come in.
Just got the usual. Thought everyone can use something sweet. You need to rest.
I haven't even done upstairs yet, and I have to get dinner ready in 40 minutes.
Wait. You don't have to cook. We can just order in. Min, stop. You don't have to do this. Not today.
Oh, it's the crematorium. Look, if you really want to help me, can you go and check on Kai? I think he's napping. I'll get dinner started, okay? Hello? Yes, speaking. No, 10 a.m. tomorrow is fine. Guys, dinner's ready. Kai, try this. I think you'll like it.
This is
Grandma's recipe. But I spiced it up a little. I added the dried shrimp you like so much. Anyway, Dad, I was thinking, I know it's a little soon, but maybe we should consider moving. You know, cleaning today took me 3 hours, and I think it's just too high maintenance for when I go back to work. Besides, with only the 3 of us...
No one asked you to clean. I can handle it. I'm not moving.
And I don't want this stupid soup.
Are you okay?
They're just tired. It's been a rough few days for the both of them. They'll come around soon. I should put these in the warmer. Eat.
Took you long enough.
What's going on? How come you can come out so late?
My mom works the night shift and my grandma sleeps early. Here.
Wow.
I thought this would cheer you up about your grandma. I heard some classmates talking about it. You could have just told me, you know. Eat. My mom used to do this for me after my dad died. It gets easier with time. Hey, eat. Don't make me waste my allowance.
So if you're serious, I'm confident I can arrange for viewings as early as next weekend.
Excuse me. Hey, I didn't know you're coming over today.
Oh, just picked up Kai's homework from Chae. I mean, what's going on?
Nothing. I just wanted to find out more about the current housing market. Did you know that if we...
You heard what your dad said.
Sir, now is actually a very good time to sell. Property prices are soaring, but demand is high. With a freehold house like this, you're bound to get a bank account in the millions.
Exactly. And if we get a flat, there'll be more than enough money left over to keep Dad comfortable and for Kai's university fees. This is the best possible time.
Really? The best time?
How can I help you now, Mrs. Wang?
Good day to you too, Miss Sim. I'm actually here to see Miss Chang. Could you show me the way to the office?
She isn't in yet. What is this regarding?
It's okay, I'm happy to wait. I'm here to discuss my concerns about Amos's grades and why, despite him struggling, but no help was offered to him. In fact, if I remember correctly, the remedial classes were cancelled.
But you were the one...
I'm not a teacher. So imagine how would Miss Chang feel if she learns that one of her very own teachers orchestrated the cancelling of the vital remedial lessons for personal gains. I cannot imagine what would be at stake.
When?
This afternoon. Amos will be ready for you by 1:30 p.m. sharp.
Oh.
Thank you very much for your help, Miss Sim. Amos and I are very grateful.
Dad, I wasn't making any decisions, okay? I just wanted to find out more.
For what? I already told you we're not selling the house, and you go behind my back to do this.
I'm not going behind your back. I'm just trying to help all of us make the best financial choice moving forward.
She's been dead for less than a week.
I know you're feeling terrible right now, which is why I want you to leave all the difficult decisions to me. I can handle it.
Oh, yeah? Well, too bad. This isn't your house. And if you want to sell, you're going to have to kill me too.
Dad, Sorry you had to see that. I don't know why he's being so... Anyway, I want a coffee. I'll make you one too, okay?
Hello? Yes, hi, Madam Chua. Is everything okay? Oh, I guess she could be in a meeting. What's this about? No, I haven't noticed. Of course, yes, I'll keep an eye on her. But don't worry, I'm sure Hillary will be fine. Okay, thank you. You too. Bye.
Which means that the total distance traveled should be 93.75 km. But I did everything right.
BHL Express. One clothing delivery for the young Miss Lian.
Not now.
This is absurd! You told me that this was going to be the easy win.
And we had reason to believe that. But Stella's statement hurt us badly. Her claims about her father's involvement in her life will weaken our case for neglect.
She's just a child. What does she know about parenting or marriage?
Let's take a breather before we regroup. Can I get you a coffee, Mrs. Harley?
I just want that man to get out of my life and get out of my children's lives for good. Now, are you able to make that happen? Or are you truly that incompetent fool that I thought you were?
Fine. Tell us why.
Why what?
Why do you want your husband out of your life so badly? What did he do that was so wrong to you?
Chae, I don't need to justify myself.
Did he not love the kids hard enough for two parents? Was he always on the phone that you didn't pay attention to them? Because that was not at all what Stella said. You were hell-bent on keeping him away from what's the most important thing in his life. Because you're a controlling, spiteful witch.
Chae! Outside. Now.
Oh, wow.
Here you go. Thank you.
Here you go. Who would send something this big? Dearest Eddie, my sincerest condolences on your loss. Emmy was one of my best friends, and I will always remember her as the saint. What? I know all your friends must be gossiping. Like Auntie Karen.
That old kaypoh. I've always disliked her.
She keeps comparing everyone to her perfect son. He hates her, you know. He doesn't even come back for Chinese New Year.
It's from Auntie Karen. Can you believe it? This is from Auntie Karen.
I don't get it.
No, Mom hated her, and she thinks she's one of Mom's best friends.
Oh, okay, I guess that's kind of funny.
It's hilarious. I mean, this is the neighborhood gossip queen. You know what Mom told me about her? When I got out, she told me not to listen to the Auntie Karens of the world, and she was always she knew, right? She knew it. I didn't mean it. She knew. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Chae. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. You're not her, you know. What if I am? Things are so bad with Beng Hian. I just... You know, right after I gave birth to Nabila, I was suffering from a bad case of PPT. I had help. I had a nanny and my mom was staying with me. And yet everything was going so wrong. She wouldn't latch and she kept crying every 2 hours. I felt like such a failure. Did you get help? No. I didn't want to. In fact, I lashed out at anyone who offered to help. I fired my nanny, asked my mom to leave, and then Nubs came down with stomach flu. I was covered in vomit and poop, and she was crying non-stop. It was so bad. And then Reza got back home from work, and he found us in the bathtub. Water up to her chin. He cleaned her up, put her to bed, and he did the same thing with me. I woke up 12 hours later. The house was clean, flowers on the table, and an appointment for me to see a counselor. It took me several weeks of therapy to realize that I didn't have to do it alone. I know you love Beng Hian, Chae, but you have to learn to trust him. You don't have to be on survival mode anymore.
Is it time for a break yet? I made onde onde. You know, your teacher called me today. She said that you hadn't been acting yourself recently. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Because you can tell me about it, you know, if you like. A problem shared is a problem halved.
I'm okay, Uncle Beng Hian. Thanks for dessert.
Okay. You're welcome.
Are you going to leave too?
For a smart girl, that's a really silly thing to say. Why would I leave?
Because you and Mommy keep fighting. And I know I'm not supposed to, but I miss Daddy, and if you leave...
Of course you do. Of course you do. And I'm sure he misses you too very much. And don't think for 1 second you're not allowed to be sad. Okay? And listen here. As for me, I'm not going anywhere. And if you let me, I'd really love to be a dad to you too.
I gave him 10 more minutes of breakout pause before bed.
Thanks.
How young was she?
31, 32.
You know, you kinda look like her. And by that I mean, she's kind of hot, right?
You're so gross.
No, I mean...
I just wish that I could have told her.
She knows. I'm sure she knows. Rest well.
Actually, do you, could you stay? I haven't been able to, but if you stayed, maybe...
Hillary, we're gonna be late. It's almost 7. Are you up yet? Hillary? I'm coming in. Come on, let's get up.
Margaret took her to school. I gave them taxi money.
You could have told me earlier. Or is that something I'm not supposed to do now as well?
There's something I need to talk to you about.
I'm sorry for what I said. I wasn't thinking straight. When you were 7, you came home crying after school because a girl had bullied you. And your mother went to the girl's house and screamed at her mother until she was red in the face. When you were 13, you won your first EduSave award. She photocopied it and mailed it to all her friends and all her family in Ipoh. When you were 18 and I threw you out of the house, she cried for days and tried to divorce me. A simple fight doesn't change how much she loved you. She was a great woman. And so are you. Will you forgive me?
I'm gonna do better for her. And I want to start with Chae. He's been through so much.
Chae!
And I just want him to know that I'm there for him. Family takes care of each other. We'll honor her memory together.
Hey, get back.
Isaac told us about your grandma. Sorry, that sucked.
It's okay. Anyway, I was thinking about the idea you had at the mama shop. What about it? And I think, let's do it. Got a plan? Yeah, but not that shop. If we're gonna do something, we better make it worth it. Go big or go home, right?
Since I was little,
I always dreamed about one day finding the perfect man. Someone I could start a family with. Someone who would take good care of me and grow old with me. I guess I didn't realize it would be two different people. Look, what I'm trying to say is, when we got married, I knew I had a husband. But I didn't realize I had a partner too. And for that, I'm so sorry, Hian. I'm sorry that I didn't see how wonderful you are. And I didn't think to let you in. I've been on my own for so long, and I didn't know how. But I want to try. Not just for myself, but for the children. It's time you became a father. If you need time to think about it.
No, of course. Are you sure? This is such a big step.
There's no one I'd rather parent with than you. Will you go on this journey with me? As equals?
Yes, I will.
Maybe she's not coming.
She will. Breathe, okay? You're doing the right thing.
I've got to go. Thanks for everything, Durrani. Thanks for coming. We need to talk. And I can't imagine what you must be feeling.
What do you want?
Normally, such behavior calls for suspension. But because we're so close to PS...
I said, what do you want?
I want Ryan in counseling. Straight away. It's non-negotiable.
Fine. Goodbye, Miss Chung.
And I want an admission of guilt from your husband. He's hurt too many of us to walk away like nothing has happened.
Who? You? And that autistic girl that you tried to pass off as his daughter? I know your type, Grace. You pretend to be so moral, so righteous. But I know what you're really after. So here's my offer. $50,000 for that video, and you leave my family alone. For good.
Here's my counter-offer. Ryan in counseling and your husband turns himself in. Or I'll take this video and send it to both the school board and to the police. Durrani was right. Enough is enough. Ryan will continue his classes in a separate room from his classmates, effective immediately. You have 3 days.
So I'm not sure what the best course of action is. Do we leave the country? But your businesses? Ryan's future? It's too destabilizing. Then there's the matter of this video. I don't know how many copies there are. Maybe we can get James on it. Get him to do some digging? Could you work with me here, please? What are we going to do?
think. She's been a thorn in my side for far too long. I think we need to send a message that nobody blackmails my family. If it's a fight they want, it's a fight they're gonna get.